Okay, so in this video, I'll be covering some basic concepts in trading, which will probably help you excel in your trading abilities. And so, first of all, I've opened this OP chart because I found it really interesting. First of all, the basic shit that you need to do in this chart is to find the support and resistances. Instead of using the singular lines that I use for trends, that we all use for support and resistance, I use to mark areas, which makes it them a lot broader and basically helps us understand whether the support is broken or not. So mainly focus on hourly and daily closes, and I'll go through the time frames one by one. First of all, we'll go through the 1 day time, and as you can see, OP was launched at this price right here, and then it immediately went down, caught its first support here. As you can see, the support is being caught here, here, and this region has been acting as the main golden box support for OP. Pumped from here. The first resistance we saw was at here because it went up, broke through, retested this right here, and then went up again, got rejected again, formed a consolidation here within those candles, went back again, retested this area, went back in golden, retested this area, went back in golden again, retested this area, broke through, retested again, broke through, retested again, and broke through. So as you can see, these areas that I've marked already as red and green have been obeyed very perfectly by OP, so these are really good support and resistance areas for OP. And now we go on to the 1 day time frame trend line that I've marked. This is for very long swing trades. For example, I just took a trend line from here, and as you can see, we'll mark it till here, and we'll see whether if this region holds or not, and then we'll prefer this trend line over time, but it is not really necessary at the moment. And then I've marked the range highs and the range lows, and this being the overall chart of the OP, since it's a relatively new coin, so it can still go in price discovery after this. But then we move on to the 4 hourly time frame, and now there's two types of trend lines here. The major trend line that I've drawn here, the upper trend line that is coming down from here, and the range high. So basically, if it flips the range high, then it's in price discovery mode. As long as you're not long anywhere between here, you should not be trading the price discovery, since we don't actually know where the price is going to go either way. And so with OP, simple two trend lines, there is no big science that I'm using here right now. And the main idea and being that how would you trade this region. So now, as you know that this is an SR region, as explained before, it has been obeyed a lot of times, breaking through, retested again. And so if this area breaks, this red upper area breaks, OP will most likely go around this area right here. OP will most likely go around here. This is the place where it will mark its next support, so it will be a really nice place to go for shorts, only if this area breaks, not before that, because it can definitely pump without that area breaking as well. So how would you trade this? Because the most important part is actually knowing how to take the trades. How would I trade this? If you're taking swing trades, I'll wait for the 4 hourly close below this red box that I've marked, which is in the region that I've shown before. It is still being supported on the 4 hourly, as you can see over here, it was supported here, and this is a very strong support for OP as well on the 4 hourly time frame. If this breaks on 4 hourly, as you can see that there is an adjoining trend line as well. Adjoining trend line is basically a trend line which joins together within this OB region, the value of area of interest, and provides further confluence for our trade. So basically, if we move into the 1 hourly time frame, ignore these two trend lines, these are on the 15 minutes, don't really matter for the trade that we're talking about. So if this trend line doesn't hold on the hourly or 4 hourly, probably the 4 hourly, if this region breaks and it goes from here and retest this region, we'll enter into our shorts, and then OP should continue to like this range here for some time and go into this, and that will be our swing short position, but only if the candle closes. That is why I put emphasis on the candle close. And stop stop loss would be 4 hourly close above this trend line again. If the price closes above this at any moment, you should close your trade. So the trade that would be formed from this would become something like, and you extend this over and wait for the 4 hourly close above this once the price breaks through, and this is an easy 6 RR trade. So that's a really nice trade if you look at it from the perspective of a swing trade. 3R and above for swing trade. This is a 27% move downward if you can hold it for a few months, essentially, if it does break through. There's also a bit of support here, so the first TP would be around this region, 1.85, probably 1.85, yes, and then stop, break even, and let the whole position go. So this is how you take trade on the 4 hourly using trend lines and basic OBs.